What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Perma-Banter Podcast. Episode number now 18, legal. We are back again. My name is Jeremy Ryan Fiorito, and to my right and my left, I have the...
Matthew Steven Seffick. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Sponsor is Coke. Never missed a week.
Nope. Can't afford that.
Never missed a week.
We never missed a week. We don't want Coke Zero to sponsor us unless they really want it, and unless they offer us a lot of money.
Got him. How you doing, Jeremy? High-low Buffalo, brother. You go first.
Ooh, I never go first. This is interesting. I feel
pressure's on.
I feel hot and heavy a little bit. My high is, dude, we're getting so much cool stuff coming out, bro.
We really are. I'm getting hyped.
We're eating good this year.
I'm with you.
It's nice seeing like things slowly but surely like come to fruition with like a bunch of stuff we're talking about later. But
I mean, let me paint a picture. All right.
Yeah.
If Spider-Man rocks, if Crimson Desert rocks, if Resident Evil Requiem rocks, if GTA rocks, like as the year goes on, there's all these awesome like moments and things that could come out that could be hyped, that can be amazing.
Supergirl rocks,
and then if Supergirl rocks, if Spielberg's movie rocks, the Odyssey rocks, if Dune 3 rocks, and then if Avengers rocks, and then GTA comes out as we're on that same exact time. We could be in for one of the best media years we've had. We had one about 3 years ago. We had one of the best media years, the year that Baldur's Gate came out. That was a huge year. Ragnarok came out that year. And then there's been monumental years of media release. Like 2018 was a big one. I think it was God of War 1, Red Dead 2. It was Infinity War came out. Like it was just a huge year for media stuff.
Even with Daredevil, Invincible.
Yeah, we got so many good shows coming out this year. And we're going to be talking about He-Man. So anyway, that's a great high. These nuts? Oh, Beast games. These games? What are these nuts games?
My low is I hate ads. I hate ads so much. Like I hate
commercials.
Ads and, like I was watching Mr. Beast's game show thing he does. Beast Games. Shout out Mr. Beast. If you want to get on the podcast, come on. But I hate how everything is like a subtle ad to something. Like he'll be like, "Oh yeah, dude, are you hungry right now? Oh yeah, I'm so hungry. You should try my Mr. Beef Turkey Jack Link's beef sticks." It's like, bro, my gosh.
Marketing
so
is big.
Much marketing and promo. Like, shut up, bro. I'm just trying to watch this dude hang off a cliff for 30 hours and see if he gets $1 million.
That's a good low. Low.
Yeah, dude, it's annoying. And then my Buffalo is the Super Bowl is pointless. We're watching the Seahawks versus the Patriots.
I'm excited still.
I'm watching the Super Bowl for Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, you're just not a bilingual king like I am.
No, I don't like Bad Bunny. I don't like him.
You don't like Titi Mi Pregunta?
Give me Coldplay again, 2015. Oh. I'd be happy with other pop stars too. I don't like
Coldplay. Just
I don't like Bad Bunny.
Coldplay just made you bust a fatty.
Matthew,
what's your high, low, in Buffalo? Tell
my
me.
high right now is I'm having a really good time gaming. I watched this video, or maybe it was a short, maybe it was a TikTok, but it was somebody talking about just committing to one game. Just commit. Just play one game and commit to it. And besides like a sports games intermixed with some of my catalog, I decided to go back and recommit to Elden Ring. So I'll talk more about that with what we're watching, what we're playing. But I've been having fun with that, man. Like it's been fun to be like, I'm gonna commit and just get over the hurdles that I faced in the past and just get into something. I think I'm gonna commit to another game called Seafood next too, which is gonna be fun. I'm just gonna play it.
Seafood was fun. Seafood was cool.
Yeah. My low, there was some stuff this week that just sucked. It was just it was just like some ups and downs of things, relational stuff. I'm also dog sitting a dog. That's not my part of my low. It's part of the high. It's a sweet, big golden retriever. It's lovable, but stinks and is a little dork. But he's a sweetheart. So that's pretty much it. That's where I'm at. But the low was just like some other stuff. But anyway, Buffalo. I have a third nipple.
Is it named after me?
It's called Chunky Tuesday. The Fiorito.
I'm doing Bad Bunny shimmy.
Ooh. Ooh, get that out of here. I don't like that, Benny.
On the Patreon, I'm naked.
What? On the Patreon. We don't even have one. Let's dive into the news. On our Patreon, OnlyFans. It'll be an OnlyFans. Me and Jeremy naked. We'll just do the podcast naked.
Yes!
What's funny
naked
is
podcast.
there will be no nudity. It'll just be us with our shirts off and our pants are up and nobody sees what's going on.
Yeah, but it's just a head camera. Like, no one knows we're naked.
Great. Love it.
They don't even know we're in the same room right now kissing.
Yes.
Give me the news!
All right, let's dive into it. Some basic stuff first. Ubisoft's massive reset closes studios. So they canceled 6 unannounced games, some that we knew about. Prince of Persia Sands of Time Remake, which I would have played. That would have been fun. If they would have sold that for $40. That game came out in 2004. I was 9 years old. I remember getting it from Blockbuster and playing with it. That would have been fun for me to go back. It's also a great game. That's nuts. That's crazy. You were born in 2001? What the hell?
Yep. Pre-9/11.
You're a Gen Zer. All this to say, Ubisoft doesn't know what the heck they're doing, but they were purchased by that other company that is, I think, Tencent, or maybe it was another company in China. Honestly, the way China's been, I don't want them to own more, but they're making better video games and they're handling things like Rivals is from China. The new
is it NetEase? Is NetEase out of China?
I think so. Yeah,
Wow.
NetEase out of China. Crimson Desert is made by a team that's from China. A lot of really good games are coming from China developers, and that's because Western developers, they've gotten too weird, and honestly I think they've gotten too political, and that's affected their ability. Like Dragon Age Velgar just was like you weren't putting enough like structure into this stuff. There's a lot more foreign companies, which by the way, Rockstar is a foreign company, like that make better games than majority of the American studios. You still have Santa Monica, you still have some really good ones, but even then there's moments. But anyway, all that to say, Ubisoft, hopefully, I mean, they've always been French, but hopefully they get some correct and right people, especially with them closing down things. They can put their full focus into making really, really good games. Give us an awesome Assassin's Creed game. Give us an awesome whatever. Give us something that's like worthwhile and groundbreaking. So that's basically that. Big stuff in the gaming world that would happen. Literally, the video came out the day we uploaded our podcast, but Fable. So Xbox had a direct showcase. I didn't see everything, but the main big ones were Forza 6, which looks great. It's an open world Japanese game, like set in Japan, which I think is awesome. I'm not a huge car guy, but I respect that.
I don't know. I think racing games are stupid. I don't care what anyone says. I don't get it. I don't like racing games. I think it's like, bro, like I think the most fun I've had playing a racing game was playing Cars on the GameCube.
It's a racing game.
McQueen.
You don't like Mario Kart?
Okay, Mario Kart is not a racing
game. That's a racing game.
No,
dude.
I'm not driving a Honda Civic across a track for 18 laps.
You have to be a car head. You have to be a car head. Which, by the way, I gave a car to Jeremy when we were younger. It was fun.
18 years old.
18 years old. like our podcast, 18 years old.
Podcast, 18 years old.
No, but like I think that one, those games are always good. If you're a car person, you're like that game. That game's gonna be awesome. I played Forza Horizon, games like that. I respect them. I just wish I was more into cars to appreciate them. Maybe that will be a game I play in the future where I'm like, I just commit to it and I get into it. Also, it'd be fun to have a steering wheel and like the people that do that VR headset, they say it's incredible. I'm not joking. They say it's like incredible.
A racing setup. You have a car.
Yeah, but you can't drive that into a wall.
Yeah, you can. Free will.
You can't race in those sizes. No. Have you seen those videos of the people that get in those things and they do it like they have their computer all set up?
There's this dude on TikTok that sits in an F1 car.
That looks so fun. That looks awesome. That would be fun. Like that would be fun. I would get way more into it if it was that. I
get told I'm too positive on this podcast. I like everything.
No. I'm glad that you're standing strong against cars.
Yeah. Stupid.
I hate car vehicles.
You have a car. You drive it.
You don't race it though.
You could.
I'm excited for GTA 6 just for the racing stuff too.
You're gonna get a racing simulator
because that will be simplified enough. The Los Angeles, like the Midnight Club games are so fun. I love arcadey fun driving games. Anyway, Fable was the big showcase that kind of took everybody's attention away. Fable looks great in my opinion. I think that this is funny. This is a minor gripe. I'm curious if it will be in the game. The original Fable games, if you did more evil things, your guy would look more evil. He would grow horns and he would his skin would become like darker and grayish and I really appreciated that kind of feature. They haven't confirmed that whatsoever, but they have confirmed the reality that everybody has an opinion and what you do in the world. Let's say that you buy a bunch of businesses and you want to make a ton of money. people who are lower or poor will look at you as like a rich person who's like affluent, and they'll judge you more. That's like a really cool feature to have in a game.
That's crazy.
And then the rich people will treat you better. And so like there's this kind of dichotomy of these things. You can fire and hire employees if you own a shop. Like I like those types of things in an RPG. The combat looks fun. It doesn't look incredible. Keep in mind, this is the same development team that worked on Forza Horizon games. So they went from making a car video game to making an open world RPG game. So I know they hired people and they've spent a lot of time and a lot of resources. Microsoft knows this needs to be a big game in order for them to keep moving forward. But the game's coming out for PS5. I mean, it's nuts. Microsoft, there's no more console wars happening anymore. Everything made on Xbox is going to be coming to PlayStation either later or it's just going to come out day of, which is pretty nuts. All this to say, though, Fable looks good. You saw a little bit of it. Did you have any thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I like the Fable games growing up. I remember playing Fable 3 back on the Xbox 360. It's kind of just not really too much of my niche.
You don't like the RPGs?
I like them, but like you know me as more of like I just like the competitive multiplayer games. Like I'll play some single player games if it really. You
need the energy.
I just do, bro. Like my ADHD just goes crazy. But I started playing, and I'll get into this in like what we're playing, what we're watching. I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3 with some friends.
Oh yeah.
So it's like I'm trying it out, seeing how I like it,
seeing
if it's good, and like
taking the deep plunge.
But it's interesting because like I don't know, some of those games I can't like hold on to it. Like
I get
it has to really grasp me to really get me there. But going into, I mean, with Fable coming out and it's still releasing for PlayStation, I think that's ridiculous. I think that Microsoft has fully given up on solo party games, and I get it. You want everyone to be able to play your games, but what's the point? Just let
you're anti.
Yeah,
you're anti Microsoft not being exclusive anymore.
Yeah, I think Microsoft should be exclusive. I think Sony should be exclusive. I think Microsoft should be exclusive.
But you know why though, right? Like why they aren't exclusive?
No.
They like there's like 3 million Xboxes out in the wild, and there's like 80 million PlayStation 5s in the wild.
Oh yeah, they're just not selling as many consoles.
Like so if they make it exclusive, there's only going to be like 12 people that buy their game, and if you put it on PlayStation, there's going to be 5 million people that buy the game.
That's
like
true.
So that's the main reason why they're doing that, because they lost, and they already know that they lost. I used to appreciate the exclusivity kind of thing. It was fun. But also at the same time, I think that it just annoyed a majority of people. Like the lack of crossplay that we didn't have for the longest time was just like people were just pissed off, annoyed by that. So I'm in a state where I get it. I understand why that's the case. I'm excited for that because my PlayStation runs better and is stronger than my Xbox Series S. Like it just doesn't run as well. But I still own both, and so it's like I have access to both.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that it's no matter what. Fable itself, I think, is going to sell well. I think if it comes out at the right time, in between games like Crimson Desert and before games like GTA and Wolverine, then they're going to be in a good position to have a lot of success. I'm done with Game Pass. I'm off that train, especially because they raised the prices.
I also just hopped off Game Pass.
But if the game is a 9 or better, it's a day one buy for me probably, and I'd be willing to spend $70 on that on PlayStation to play it. So that's exciting. That'll be a lot of fun. So that game looks great. I think that there's I think people are hesitantly excited, but it has all the reasons to make it seem like it's going to be good. The RPG elements, being able to get married, being able to have a bunch of kids, being able to have multiple wives, like all those types of things are fun and interesting to mess around with in that type of world. If the combat and the story and the writing and the music and all that stuff, I don't need the writing to be that great, but if the music and the world and the action are really good, then I'm happy. Like Hogwarts Legacy, that's for me is like, oh, this is such a fun world, even if the writing is kind of whatever. And the writing was actually pretty good in that game. Okay. Last bit of two bits of gaming news. Last one of them being Highguard. Highguard came out.
Apex Legends.
Same game, same people who made it.
I know it's just Apex Legends, but with like mythical anime people.
I disagree 100%, but I do. Well, it's a completely different style of game. So do you know what the concept of what it is? It's interesting because you have one base and another base. So it's 3v3. You go out and you get loot, and then you fight each other, and then you try to find the sword. You take the sword, you bring it to the person's base, you plug it in, and then this big battling ram comes out, and it breaks the shield open. Then you go inside the base, and you try to destroy the base. And there's like three. Yeah, there's an element of that. I think in general, though, it's more so just it almost reminds me more of like a game like Rainbow Six Siege, where it's like you have a defend and you have an attack, except it's kind of happening at the same time. Imagine Siege, you had one house and then there's another house and you're going up against each other. So there's elements of that because there is destructive stuff. And it's more, you're including, so they're taking from like 5 different types of games, right?
Overwatch, Siege,
stuff like, and then you have characters who each have their abilities. So it's like Valorant in a way. So there's like elements of all these different types of games, which I respect. The issue is that it's a free-to-play model, and more so than that, there's not enough meat on the bones for it to be that great. I saw a take that I 100% agree with. Highguard, the way that they should have done it was pretty much they should have said, hey, this isn't the full release. This isn't the 1.0 release. This is the intro. This is like early access. It's free to play. Everybody come and play it, and then give us feedback. Then immediately people are like, there's not enough. There's not this, whatever. Instead of it being dead in the water like it is right now, they're in a position where they're able to say, okay, we're going to take your feedback. We're going to keep working on it. And people would be less harsh on it because they wouldn't be like, this sucks. They'd be like, this is fun, but this doesn't work and this doesn't work. That is the way you get people on your side. But this game has been dead in the water since Jeff Keighley announced it at the Game Awards.
Really bad. And like I've only seen bad reviews. Like I saw one good review, but I think it was a sponsored ad. So I was like, you're gonna say it's good if you're getting sponsored by it. But it's like it's not getting any praise at all whatsoever.
I played it, and I was like, oh, this is fun. I don't want to play it anymore. Like if I had 2 friends who were like, hey, let's run it, I can be like, okay, let's get into it. Yeah. But the issue is that it's fun, but there is no sense of progression in the sense that, like, I don't know, like in Rainbow Six, you're like unlocking things. Like, whatever.
Have stuff going on. But
rather than it just being like Valorant. And Valorant, the gameplay has to be so good in order for it to have legs. And even Valorant is falling off, So it's one of those games I genuinely think that it's going to be canceled within 3 months. It'll just be like, we're shutting down the servers.
Absolutely.
Which is sad. Because it's just, when these kinds of things happen, it is sad to me. I know people don't have that much empathy for it, but it's like, man, people devoted their time to this for years. And now everybody's just like, you suck, just shame. Like, it literally becomes that.
I think it's just what happens when you get into that field, though. That's kind of the risk and the reward. Like, you're putting stuff on a pedestal out there to, like...
Totally.
It's like you're there to be judged.
You're an artist.
Like, you're an artist. Like, it's the same way, like, probably that Leonardo da Vinci felt about what he was doing, Like,
sure.
People were... I don't know what... I can't remember what he
said. The internet didn't exist, but...
Yeah, the internet didn't exist, but it's also, like... When you think about it, like, you're signing up for that. You're putting a game onto the world. You want to make millions of dollars. You want to do stuff. Not everyone's going to be a fan. And sometimes it's going to flop. And it just happens. Yeah. So it's about how you get back up and keep going.
Totally. I mean, we'll see. I mean, they made a ton of money from Apex Legends. That game is still relatively popular.
Still going crazy.
They, Respawn Entertainment as a whole from EA is pretty good at making things. The guy who developed and made took over Battlefield, who passed away from the car accident,
and Titanfall,
is so brutal because he was such a creative legend. Like, he got it. Like, he understood it. Like, he knew what was needed. And what would relate to men who play video games, which is like 98% of the population who plays video games. So it's like he got it. That's why Battlefield was like, it's one of those days. It's like breaking stuff, and it's fun, and it's exciting, and it's just pure military. There's no weird dumb things or dumb skins. Like, he just understood. And I'm worried that companies like this or EA will continue to pump out products like this. I don't know. People will pay with their money. They'll vote with their dollars, basically, and we'll see what ends up happening. But that game is dead. Jumping on the last bit of gaming news, Crimson Desert. Hype. We talked about it last week.
Really good.
Dude, so I've seen a few clips. There was like a 15-minute breakdown today that was released like 4 hours ago by Sony. And it was basically them talking about like the world itself. Now, the world is really, really massive. It seems really awesome. I don't care as much about the world being massive as much as what is the content in the middle of it. And this is the kind of stuff that's like, you can get bricks, you can get stones, you can build up your base where like your people like live. That reminds me of Ubisoft. I don't necessarily love those things unless it's done really well. Because Ubisoft, like, I think of Valhalla, like Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever play Valhalla?
I did. That was the last Assassin's Creed game I played.
Okay, me too. And Valhalla is very much about like you have your base and you go and you get like on boats and you go and you like raid villages and you raid whatever, and then from that point you're able to collect resources and come back and build up your base. But the issue, are you able to hear me right now?
I'm reading your lips, but my head's okay. There we go.
You good?
Back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Valhalla was like go and get resources, bring back and build up your base. But that wasn't that much fun because building up your base wasn't that exciting. Like it just didn't. Nobody cared.
Yeah.
My worry about this game would be elements of that. It seems like the world is awesome and the action looks really, really cool. I really like the engine. Like it's already gold, which means that the game is like done being developed and ready to be shipped, which is exciting because it's like, oh, that means that like they aren't like scrambling. Like it's like no, this is like our product. We're happy with it. So that's exciting. It's like 2 months, 3 months prior, which is like pretty cool. So those are all good signs. And yeah, there's some interesting game development like things like things I've never seen in a game. Like there's this observation ability where you can observe people doing things and then you like learn how to do it. And so like he observes somebody fishing, and then it's like you learned a new skill. You can start fishing. And so you can fish now. Like it's just like things like that. That's like, oh, that's interesting. Like if I see somebody building something, can I observe him? And now I can build my base differently. Yeah. I like that idea. That makes it more fun for me to go out into the world and do things. I'm really curious because the action looks awesome. The armor and those types of things look interesting. There's dual protagonists, meaning that you can play up to like 3 characters eventually.
Oh, that's sick.
I don't love that, and the reason being is that you want to role play with a character that you like love and invest in.
Yeah.
So you invest in what his hair looks like, you invest in what his body looks like, his armor, his tattoos, whatever.
Yeah.
And if you're upgrading a guy like this, and then you introduce somebody else, and they have a completely different play style, I like that. That's interesting. There's 2 different characters that they introduce. There's a girl, and she has like a quicker, different play style and a different set of moves, and a guy who has a different play style and a different set of moves. And it's like, I don't like that feeling when I'm investing in this one character, and then it's like, oh, I got to switch over. And it's like, this feels less exciting. Yeah. So if they nail it, great. You know, like GTA to a degree. I feel like they nailed that in GTA 5, where it's like you can switch between these 3 characters, and there's different kind of play styles and stories that take place. Yeah. I don't know if it's necessary. This game feels like it's so full of content, and my concern with that is that nothing will feel good. It's just so much stuff, but it won't feel good.
Like they're overloading your play, but like, is it good stuff even?
Yeah, exactly. Like if I just gave you a plate full of a bunch of mediocre food, you're like, thanks, this is good. Like, thank you. Yeah. But if I give you a plate of like one specific dish that's incredible and delicious and succulent, you're more excited about that than a game that has a billion different things in it. So,
absolutely.
And so like it feels like they're trying to be like Red Dead in some ways. They're trying to be like Breath of the Wild in different ways. Yeah. And it feels the most like Breath of the Wild type of game, but it has Ubisoft-y things, and that concerns me because Ubisoft-y things have turned people off to open world games. I'm also curious how they're going to do exploration. Like, I'm playing Elden Ring right now, and the way that they handle exploration is really smart. You don't have access to maps. You have to go to specific points to pick up the map, and then you unlock that region of the map. There's areas completely blocked off. There's a sense of progression, and there's a sense of exploration. Ubisoft is like, here's a billion different things on the map. Go and do it. I hate that. I want it to be I want it to be incrementally exploring and finding and discovering new things. Yeah. So absolutely. I hope that they nail that because the game looks so good and the gameplay looks so good. You know?
Yeah, I agree. I think honestly, from the clips I've seen, I looked at it a lot last week, and I mean, when we were talking about like the mech, kind of turned me off a little bit, like with the story. But like, I really think that as long as it's quality and as long as it's like as good as what the trailers look like, I think they can mess it up.
Totally. So one thing I appreciate. One thing I appreciate about the mech thing is that it's like, oh, that makes sense within the world because there is like a guild that like they make mechanical things, and so you're going to be fighting against mechs that are like, and that makes it more interesting to me. Of like, it makes sense within the world. It's not like I'm playing a medieval video game and then all of a sudden like there's a robot. It's like no, there's these characters who make these steampunk machines and you're fighting against them. That made it easier for me to digest that. But I agree. Yeah. I'm like, they're doing too much.
We'll see how it goes. Wait,
a month and a half.
Boom. Okay. I'm really excited to see if this game like just really like is what the hype is.
I hope, man.
It could be a really big contender.
Month and a half. It's not going to be GTA if it comes out, but month and a half.
You never know.
We got Resident Evil Requiem and that coming out at like the same time. Very exciting stuff.
Really good.
Yeah. Okay. Diving into the movie, TV, media, nerd stuff. Right. Let's start with the top. You lead the way.
I love this. And what we're talking about first, I love a lot. Invincible Season 4. The trailer just came out about a week ago. Man, I don't know if you agree. Invincible is also one of my only 10 out of 10 shows so far.
Really?
But it's so good. It is.
I think it's great.
And I think the animation.
It's a 9 for me, by the way.
Yeah. I think the storytelling is really great too. But also, I think that there truly hasn't been a bad moment in any of these seasons that has really like turned me off from the show.
Yeah, there's been no major story beat that has been I agree.
It's just been, the pacing has been really good. The stories, like even if it's mini character stories that aren't as like what the main quest is, haven't been too overbearing. But from what this trailer is showing, I think we're about to get all out war. I haven't read the comics, so I don't really know. But seeing the war against the Viltrumites and how this stuff's going to develop after what happened in the last season, where spoiler alert for Invincible, by the way, if you guys haven't watched it, but spoiler alert, with Eve being pregnant, like that's going to be a big deal. Like Mark is going to have to figure all that stuff out while maybe going to war with his dad, helping him.
I didn't even process she was pregnant.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Yeah, she's pregnant, so it's like it's going to be quite literally insane with how everything's going to develop in this season. But man, I think the trailer just looks so good. I don't know if I trust Mark's dad because he's kind of scummy, and I don't really think he can come back from how scummy he's been. Like he literally called his wife a pet. So like,
I like the redemption. I believe in the redemption.
I believe in redemption, but I also believe that there's sometimes you're too far gone. And from the fight in season 1, which was insane, like that's one of the best, animated show fights I've ever watched in my life.
Yeah.
But then to like calling his wife a pet, and like now it's like he was in prison and stuff like that. Like I don't think he can come back from how far gone he is. But I also like that Oliver's a little like twerpy little kid now, where he's like, how much is this job?
By the end of the season, he's gonna be like 20.
I know, dude, and it's gonna be like
he's gonna be older than Mark.
I don't know. I don't want to read into the comics because I don't want to get spoilers. But I think after everything that happened last season, like I think this season's gonna be really, really good.
Yeah.
The fight that they ended with Conquest last season, how Jeffrey Dean Morgan versus Steven Yeun, like the rematch. Oh, dude, they're just gonna
the rematch. That's a great casting. Yeah, yes, to me, it's been a 9 so far. I think season 1 is a 10.
Absolutely.
I think there's been episodes here and there that are just like kind of like lackluster, and I think the animation has been lackluster in moments. Yeah. But you're right. In terms of main story beats, there hasn't been anything that I've been like very disagree with. Yeah. I think that it was, and they're following a comic book series that's like critically acclaimed, right? So, and they're following it pretty close. So I appreciate and like those aspects of that. I think that the show itself is really like, you can see the level of investment and quality.
Yeah,
and a lot of people watch it and really love it. So I agree. The trailer looks great. I don't think that the war is going to happen this season. I think it sets everything up. I think we'll get some battles, but I bet the season ends with a big fight taking place, and then it's like all the Viltrumites are like at Earth's door, and everybody's ready to be at war, and that's how the season ends. That's my guess.
I hate that though, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate that so much. I think it's so goofy. Like cliffhangers like that. Like wait, okay, great. I'm gonna watch that whole season and then wait a year again. Yeah,
but the setup, and there will be things that happen. Yeah. Like maybe Eve has the baby. Maybe there's multiple things that in play that I think will happen. You keep in mind that like. We're on season 4, and like I think we're only like 40 to 45% through the story of Invincible. So I think realistically they're taking their time with it. I don't want them to rush it, and I think if they don't want to rush it, it's going to have to be like 8 seasons long. Which is like I know that sucks, but it's like
sucks.
That's unless they get a ton of people on animation duty and writing and all those things.
Dude, that means Invincible's going to end when I'm 30.
Yeah, I'm 30 right now. So I'll be 37.
You'll be able to run for president.
That's a good thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but yeah, I'm excited for Invincible.
Invincible's going to be great. Next up, we also have Daredevil Born Again, season 2.
Eesh.
How do you feel about Daredevil Born Again, huh?
I didn't watch season 1, but I did watch the first 3 seasons, and it was I think it's one of the best shows I've ever seen. I'm not joking. Like, I really do think season 1 through 3 is so good. Dude, season 3 is so dark. Everything with Bullseye. So I watched the first episode of Born Again. It is a show I need to commit to, and I probably will commit to for season 2 of Daredevil coming out. My issue, though, is from what I understand, the way they've shifted and changed Wilson Fisk's character, to me, has removed so much of the menacing reality of who he was.
Spoiler for Daredevil Born Again as well. Go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, well, I'm not even going to go into that. Like, I just can say definitively, like, the things with the girl and, like, with his girl, whatever her name is, I forget. Vanessa. Yeah. Like, there's just stuff that played out that I'm like, you kind of lost me. Yeah. Because Fisk is, dude, in the first season, like episode 3, he like decapitates somebody with a door for like nothing. Yeah. And it's like, you take that and you put him in now, Born Again, he doesn't seem as menacing.
Yeah,
and that's frustrating.
Scenes in Born Again, or I've heard this common complaint before, actually. This isn't the...
Yeah, I think a lot of people have that issue. Yeah.
It's like, there's a scene where, and I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's like a scene where him and Vanessa are in like marriage counseling. And it's like, I know you've probably seen that, but it's like, why is Wilson Fisk a dude who's decapitating people with doors?
Yeah,
in marriage counseling, you know,
he would kill the therapist.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like,
that's what Kingpin is. That's who Kingpin is.
Exactly.
Kingpin is supposed to be like a big asshole character who's like, he does not give a rat's ass about anyone. But I'm excited to see Jessica Jones coming back. I'm thinking about if this is going to tie in more to the Defenders. If we're maybe going to get Iron Fist as well, Luke Cage as well, because Iron Fist season 2.
Hope they recast him.
Yeah, Iron Fist season 2 sucked. Iron Fist season 1 was cool, but Iron Fist season 2 was.
I didn't like either, and I
don't want them to recast Luke Cage. I like Luke Cage.
No, I like Luke Cage too. I want them to recast Iron Fist. In fact, I just want them to redo it entirely. But Jessica Jones is a great casting. That was like that was the one they nailed the most besides Daredevil. But I like Luke Cage too. But yeah, no, I'm curious to see what they end up doing with that as well. Jessica Jones being back is a big deal. That's fun. You know, I like the street level superheroes, you know?
Yeah.
And hopefully that can tie into Spider-Man stuff too. So we'll see.
I agree.
Okay. Jumping into the next one. Wonder Man. Kind of the meat of this episode. Marvel's new TV show that just came out. I didn't realize they released all the episodes until today. I was like, oh,
I know. I think that's a really good idea that they did that though.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I
agree. I like the Netflix structure.
I personally, I'll have the whole thing watched next week for our full review.
Mm-hmm.
Off the first 2 episodes, I think that, you know, from what I've seen, is like people, this wouldn't be really a week-to-week type of show.
Totally.
Because
it's a little bit slow burn.
Yeah, like you said, there's like no action yet, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not your usual Marvel TV show. But I think the acting and I think the storytelling so far is really going to be what allures that type of audience in. And maybe we'll get a new type of audience in the Marvel to where it doesn't always have to be a big CGI fight in New York or anywhere else. Like, it can be something more down to earth, like storytelling-wise, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's a big reason why I really respect Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts has good action moments, but it's a majority about a story about a family. Like, you know, it's about overcoming depression in a family and anxiety and things like that, which is a brilliant movie. Like, I think that was one of the best things Marvel's done in a while. And this feels the same level, not in the same in terms of it being storytelling, but them taking big swings to do something that is edgy, self-aware, and meta. And the show is quite meta. Like, it's, you know, the main character is let's call him Wonder Man. I forget his exact name, but like is about
Simon. Yeah.
Simon is basically like, he's just a struggling actor who wants to become an actor, and he's just like working through his method and his process. And then you have the Mandarin character, who played obviously before. I forget his name. Do you know his name?
Trevor Slattery. Yeah.
Trevor. Okay, so Trevor, who's great, and he's really charismatic and really funny. He's the least annoying that he's been in this show, which is great. Because he was quite annoying in Shang-Chi, in my opinion. Yeah, he's a comedic relief
with the little turkey guy running around.
Yeah, he's the comedic relief, but he's likable in this show. But a huge credit to Destin, who created the show, the guy who directed, the guy who's going to be directing Spider-Man, or already has directed Spider-Man: Brand New Day, and who was originally going to direct the Avengers movies. Because I think Marvel knows what they have in him. He has a style of directing and a self-awareness and a vision that is the quality that you need in Marvel. It's clear, it's concise, and it's fun. There has been no action through 2 episodes. but what it sets up and implies is really exciting and fun. And I'm curious because Simon, there's a moment at the end of episode 2 where Trevor removes like this thing from the wall, like a blanket from the wall, and he sees like just like there's destruction on the wall itself. And Simon comes out and like looks at him, and Trevor's like they're talking about having pizza, ordering pizza. So anyway, it's a great moment, but it's like, so does Simon know that he has superpowers, or he knows something's off? He knows, and so that's what's fun. And so I don't know anything about Wonder Man, but so far I'm committed because the execution, the self-awareness, the humor, and the writing and the direction is great. It feels similar to Seth Rogen's new show that just came out called Industry.
Oh, yes, I love that show.
Dude, it feels the same vibe. I'm not joking. When you watch it, you'll be like, oh, this is like the same kind of energy. Except it's not about a studio head; it's about an actor, which is weird. The Marvel Studios is like, let's make a show about this. So anyway, I'm excited to see what the action turns into. I'm excited to see what the villain is. I really like the casting so far. There's a guy, the government agent guy, who's putting Trevor in this position to do all this stuff. He's from Succession. He's phenomenal. He's like one of my favorite actors. He's so funny. He's so charismatic. He's great in this. So there's a lot of things going for the show, and next week when we fully review it, I'm excited to talk more about it.
Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah. But I think, before we get into wrapping everything up and all that, the question I really have, we have all these projects coming out with Invincible, Daredevil, Wonder Man, we have Spider-Man Brand New Day, we have Avengers Doomsday, we have Supergirl, we have, Creature Commandos, all this stuff. If everything hits on the nose this year, can we finally say that the era of superheroes is back?
If everything hits, right? Yeah. Like, that's a big question. Because it was, dude, remember back in the day, and I hate the Snyderverse, but it was fun when Batman versus Superman came out, along with, like, big Marvel movies. Like, that was fun. Like, it was fun to go to the movie theaters like that. If they nail these things, like so far from what I've seen, what's it called? What's the show? Oh gosh, no, Wonder Man. Wonder Man. It's not like blowing people out of the water, but it's good. Like, people are like, this is good. I think people who like movies more and cinephiles, aka, would appreciate it more because there's characters in the show that are like real human beings who are real actors in real life, and there's a very self-aware nature. But all this to say, Wonder Man is like, okay, this was good. Like, this wasn't a step back, like, from Marvel. This is, like, good. Okay, sweet. If they nail if they nail the new Avengers, if they nail Spider-Man and Supergirl is good, then if all three of those movies hit, there's a good chance you could be like, this is exciting. Like, Marvel movies are back, especially if Avengers hits. Because I expect Spider-Man's going to hit, especially because I like Destin as a director. I like this guy. But, dude, if Avengers hits and it builds up all this hype for us going into Avengers Secret Wars or whatever it is going to be, dude, I tell you what, it's going to be an incredibly exciting, like, year of, like, getting hyped. And anything Marvel does, you could be back in a position of being like, okay, like, I have hope. But if they if they hit hard, like, with a dud again, it's hard to continue this momentum going. Because there's so many people like our age or our age range who are like, we want to see Marvel movies be really good, and we want to see a Justice League movie. Like, we want to see like really good DC movies as well. Imagine the golden age of movies if it was Marvel rocking it, really good movies and like 2 good TV shows. And then DC, really good animated stuff and really good movies. Like, if we could have both those happening at the same time, and somehow they set up a Marvel versus DC, that'd be sick. James Gunn, baby.
We also have X-Men '97 season 2 coming this year as well.
Yeah, dude. There's so much. There's so much media this year.
I'm excited.
That if all of it is 8 to 9 or better, we could be in a place of being like, there's just a really, really great year for stuff that's coming out, which is exciting, dude. It's exciting stuff, exciting opportunities.
I love it. I'm so excited. It's going to be a good year. Good
100%.
Good year, man. I can't wait to talk more Wonder Man with you next week.
Yeah, 100%. It'll be good. It's the acting is great. Like, I'm really impressed with how good it's been so far. And the direction and all that stuff. I'm excited to see the action. I want to see more action from Destin. I want to see more punchies. Because Shang-Chi was so good.
Shang-Chi was really good.
Okay, diving into our outro. What are you watching? What are you playing?
Nothing. I stare at the wall. No, I'm just kidding. I have been watching. I've still been doing my movie kick because I've been loving watching movies. But right now, I've actually just been watching a lot of South Park. I got Paramount Plus.
Really? Okay.
So I've been watching a lot
like
of South Park.
older seasons or newer?
In general. There's a live channel that has 24/7 South Park.
I love it.
If I'm driving, I have South Park on.
Dude, I love South Park.
It's so funny. It's just so funny, and it's so, like, just random, and I love it. And it just can fill my ADHD brain so well.
Yes.
What I've been playing, though, still been playing a lot of Magic with the boys. That's been fun. I've been playing Marvel Rivals. I've been big on that. Got my placements done. Hate the game. I've uninstalled it twice. And just, I haven't really been playing any solo games right now. I'm really excited for Crimson Desert. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. I think that'll be a solo game I really hop on. And I'm going to try out High Garden, see if it's the bee's knees. And if it's not, then I'm going to...
It's fun. There's so many other games to play that are better, you know? Like it's not enough grab. Dude, Requiem comes out here soon too.
I know.
And
I'm gonna review the hell out of that game.
Yeah. I am really excited. Yeah. I saw somebody talking about it, just like minor footnote before I dive into my. Wait, where are you watching? Oh no, South Park. That's what you already said. This relieved me. When you play as the girl, you still have weapons.
Yeah.
There are just more characters that you can't kill. And so it has that energy of like Resident Evil 2 where you're running away from whatever his name is. Like the big guy who chases you down.
Nemesis T-type.
Yeah, so that to me is okay. That gets me more excited because I don't like the feeling of I can't do anything combat-wise. Yeah, but if it's like, no, you're playing as the girl and like you just aren't Leon, which is like great because Leon's like the action hero and you're playing this girl who's like scared. Leon, when you're playing in Resident Evil 4, there's less scary moments because you're like, I feel competent enough to fight. If you're combining that with an element of this girl who doesn't know how to fight, but she has at least a pistol and a shotgun and has to really conserve her ammo, that gets me way more excited because it's like, oh, okay, great.
Yeah,
I can handle the fear in that moment. Versus the moments when I'm like Leon, I'm like, it's going to feel so good when you jump back into his feet and you're like just beating the crap out of people. I'm really excited. Also, dude, I saw the ability you can like pick up enemies' weapons. So if you shoot somebody with a chainsaw, you can pick it up now. That's awesome. Like that's a really cool.
They're gonna cook hard with this game. It's gonna be so much fun. I agree.
It's gonna be a 9.5. It's gonna be a 9.5 to a 10. I hope it's a 10. Dude, I hope it's like dude, Resident Evil 4 is a masterpiece to me. Remastered especially. Dude, if this is like a masterpiece, come on, baby, let's go.
I'll lick the lint out of your belly.
Okay.
What are you playing? What are you watching, Tom?
I'm watching. What am I watching? So I haven't been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. I haven't continued it because Steph and I have stopped and we started watching Chosen, which is really funny because dude, it's really good. Like even if you aren't a Christian, like the Chosen series is like really good storytelling on a historic figure in Jesus who actually existed. And I will cry during episodes. It's like really rich. It's really good. There's a reason why it's like revitalized, like TV shows and movies being made in any capacity for something that is Christian. So that's been genuinely really good. We're halfway through season 3, and like I cry every episode. It's like it's really good. Dude, it's like Jesus healing people, and they're like heartbroken, and then their like life changes forever because they're healed. So it's really cool stuff like that. So I've been watching a lot of that. Obviously watching Wonder Man. I was playing Hogwarts Legacy a little bit, and I was like, I got the broom, and I was like, I don't know why I was working towards the broom, and now I don't feel like I have anything to work towards. Yeah. So I stopped, and then I watched a video on pausing and just playing one game. Just play one game. Because like all of us, we all have this ADD mentality. I'm sure you feel this way. Of like your game catalog of like I have like 30 games I've never played or I played for 2 minutes. For me, it's like I do have that, and I do have that ADD brain, and I just want to commit because I like the idea of that. And I'm now just stepping into this sweet spot of stepping back in and playing Elden Ring, which I had already had like 80 hours in or whatever. Like I had already had to put a lot of time into it, but the game is so big, and so I just committed to it like 4 days ago. And dude, I tell you what, it's like I'm entering into the sweet spot of like, ooh, like I feel good. Like I'm coming back to it and I know the controls and I know what I'm doing. And for a game like that is so critically acclaimed, like people think it's the best game of all time. Like there's like, if you were to poll people right now, what was their best game of all time? out of all gamers in population, I bet like 20 to 40% of them would say that Elden Ring is like their number one, or at least in the top 3. So for me, I want to feel that.
Yeah.
I want to commit to that. So I'm committing to it, and I'm starting to feel that sweetness of the deliciousness of it. I still play NBA and I still play Madden. Those are like my palate cleansers. If I'm like, it's a game. I hate Madden. NBA is a little bit better.
Don't buy the new Madden. Is addicted to Madden.
I know. I'm not addicted to Madden. I just put it on in the background and I chill on my phone. It's like it's my South Park right now. I just put it on the background. So anyway, those are the games I'm watching. Those are the things I'm playing. Things I want to watch. I'll say real quick. I really want to finish Andor season 2. Like, I really want to finish it.
So good.
I want to watch X-Men 97. I want to watch Creature Commandos.
It!
I need to watch Daredevil season 1.
Yes.
And if I commit to those things, and here's the thing, I like the first episode of Daredevil season. It's great. It's like super, like the whole one-shot sequence up the stairs is awesome. So anyway, all that to say, that is what I'm vibing with, but there's a lot of things I want to watch, and I'm excited. I want to play Sifu through next. I want to actually, weirdly, I want to go back and play Assassin's Creed Origins, which is the Egypt one. I want to commit to that too. So we'll see what ends up happening in the coming weeks and months.
All right. Where can they find you? Tell me where they can find you.
You can find me at Matt's Foodie Eats. I haven't uploaded anything because I'm not at that point yet. I'm thinking about it, praying about it.
He's getting there. He's getting there. Dang it!
Off. Never miss an upload. What about you, Jeremy?
Man, you can find me at Feet Finder. I'll be selling my feet. No, I'm just kidding. You can find me at chunky2s.co on Instagram, Permabanter Podcast everywhere, and I be streaming on Twitch sometimes. Chunky Tuesday. I'll be on there occasionally, but other than that. That's been the pod. I know it's a little bit of a shorter episode, but next week we're coming action-packed with a whole lot of Wonder Man. We love you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Get us to 1 million followers. Get us a collab with Mr. Beast. Get us a collab with Mr. Feast. Get us a collab with your feet. And we'll see you in the next one. Love, baby. Love. We love you. Bye.